Do you want your students to do what you say? Do you want your students to listen to you? Do you feel like sometimes your amazing lessons are falling on deaf ears, or that you're in fact talking to wallpaper? Well, if you said yes to any of those things, you're gonna want to stick around to the end of this video. What's going on? Kyle Thain here, also known as Mr. Thain. That's what my students call me. Today I'm bringing you a teaching tip. It's all about how to get students to listen to you. And these might be some unconventional ways that you might not have thought of yet. And so let's get started. Let's just get right into it. So as teachers, I sort of see teaching as like a merging of a lot of different professions. We're teachers, obviously, educators, actors and actresses, of course, orchestrators, you know, you gotta make sure all the pieces and everybody's playing the right notes. So I like to meld them together, and some things that I do to get my students' attention, or to make sure that they're actually listening to what I say, they might be, like I said, a bit different. So the first one I want to talk about today is your voice fluctuations. So you've all sat through that class, that meeting, that thing where the person's just standing up there droning on and on.
The Republican-controlled House of Representatives, in an effort to alleviate the effects of the, anyone? The Great Depression.
In their monotone voice like this, and you fall asleep. You see the heads bobbing. You know what I'm talking about, that one college professor that couldn't teach his way out of a paper bag. That guy, right? Kids don't want that guy, right? So you gotta have voice fluctuations. Sometimes I like to talk like I'm a newscaster. I'll say, and that is the lesson of today. I'll just be teaching and I'll raise my voice really quick just like that. Or I'll start talking and I'll just start whispering like this. You'll be surprised how a loud classroom can get quiet if you just start whispering to them. It can really affect the mood of the room, and they're trying to, wait a minute, what's he saying? Or something else I try to do is I'll say a random word, one I know that will get their attention. I'll be frustrated trying to get their attention. You can hear my voice clap once, like 2 kids clapped. You can hear my voice clap twice, get like 3 more. Kids are still talking. You're up there going, hey, look at me, everybody, I'm trying to teach, right? You're in that position. So I'll just say, tornadoes, and then everyone will look at me. Yeah, got your attention. Okay, now that I have your attention, nouns. Or you can say something, you know, monsters. It's something like that, you know, just to get their attention, jump scare them, you know. A kid hears the word monster or tornado or clown or something, whatever, they're gonna pay attention. You can start talking in Old English. You can start talking in a weird accent. I sometimes talk in Spanish. I don't know much Spanish, but sometimes I'll just whip out a Spanish word just to get them to pay attention. Por favor no más, you know, something like that. Very basic, obviously. Or do something weird. Just do a weird motion. Do something weird. Just run across the classroom. It's strange how when I don't want them looking at me, they'll look at me. For example, this morning I had to comb my beard a little bit, and the student saw me. Look at Mr. Thain combing his beard. Don't look at me. You're supposed to be doing your work. Why don't you look at me when I'm trying to teach? I don't understand. So try to be a little bit unconventional, you know, things to get their attention. It can be frustrating at times when you put all this effort into planning and doing and thinking about your lessons and nobody's paying attention. It's like thinking, I feel like, oh, am I not entertaining enough? Is what I'm doing not doing it for you? What's happening here? Listen to me, you know, it can get frustrating. So keeping it fun and light by keeping it silly or weird can really go a long way. If you have any additional weird things that you do, leave them in the comments down below that can help another teacher get their students to listen to them, because it can be frustrating at times. It can be quite frustrating. Don't get frustrated, get weird instead. If you like this video, smash that like button, as the kids say these days. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do teaching tip videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Have a great day, teachers, and see you next time.